Have you ever reached a point where you just knew it was time for a reset? Well, that's exactly where I am. I realized over the past few months that I have deviated from the habits that help keep me feeling my best. And it's not just one big thing, but it's several little things. Not moving as much, overindulging in things that I know that I should not be indulging in, not enough rest, way too much stress. And we all know that life has a way of doing that to us sometimes. And that's exactly where I am. So I decided to do a mid-year mind and body reset. And one of my goals is to lose 10 pounds. Now, I know that that number sounds small to some people. It may sound big to others. But for me, that is the right goal for me. Now, I'm choosing 10 pounds because, you guys, I have been in this body for a lot of years. I'm in my 60s. So I know how it feels to carry the extra 10 pounds that I'm at now versus being 10 pounds lighter. I have more energy. I look better in my clothes. My walk is more confident. And just overall, I feel more like myself. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because I know that there are a lot of women out there over 40 in their 50s and in the 60s that feel exactly the same way. The bodies change, your hormones change, metabolism changes, your weight changes. The things that you used to do no longer works anymore. But that does not mean that we give up. It just means that we need to adjust. We need to pivot. We start giving our bodies what it needs now versus what used to work years ago. And for me, this reset is not about crazy diets or extreme workouts. It is about going back to the basics, starting with my meals, adding in more protein to help support my muscles, making sure that I eat fruits and vegetables, lots of leafy greens, so that I get my nutrients and my fiber in, choosing nourishing carbohydrates and healthy fats, drinking plenty of water, giving my body the rest that it needs, and reducing that stress. And for my workouts, I am focusing on strength training several times a week, doing low impact cardio, such as my walking and my Tai Chi. And combined, these are the habits that I want to build because I know that together they will help me build a better future starting right now. If losing 10 pounds happens because of all of these things, then great. But the ultimate goal in this phase of my life is to be healthier, be stronger, and be more energized. And one reason why I chose 10 pounds is because it is an approachable goal. You know, sometimes we make these goals for ourselves that are way out there. And if you don't meet these milestones, it becomes very frustrating and discouraging and you give up before you've even, started, so to speak. So 10 pounds is a very approachable goal. Your goal may be 5 pounds. Your goal may be 20 pounds. But just think about how good you feel if you set a goal that is approachable. 10 pounds, okay, and you reach it, and that is a motivator so that you can go and do the next 10 or 20 or whatever your ideal weight is. Or maybe your goal isn't weight at all. Maybe it's just about improving your bone density, improving your muscle mass, being stronger, being able to, care for yourselves or your children, your grandchildren, being able to carry the groceries, those sorts of things. And that is okay too. But whatever the goal is, the point is you've got to start. And you don't have to do everything at once, but you've got to start. And that's why I am inviting you to join me. Because over the next several weeks, I am going to be inviting you to participate in my journey. I'm going to share with you the meals that I'm eating, sharing with you the workouts, sharing with you the things that are challenging to me, the things that are working, the things that are not working, showing you my progress and updating you on healthy habits that I am going to keep in my pocket for years to come. And I hope that this isn't just about my journey, but it becomes our journey. Let's uplift and encourage each other. And let's celebrate the small victories, one day at a time. And you guys, please do remember, this is not about perfection. It is about making right choices now that will help us live a better tomorrow. So please do leave in the comments to let me know that you are in. I definitely hope that you join all of us for this journey, whether it's losing weight or building and maintaining muscle or becoming stronger, more energized, or just taking better care of ourselves. Just remember, we are in this together. Remember to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification, because again, this journey that we are on, it is going to be over the next several weeks. So I don't want you to miss out on any of the recipes that I upload, the tips I upload, and the workouts that I upload. Remember to leave in a comment and say, I'm in, I'm looking forward to it. And you guys, I want to thank you all so very much for being here. And as I always say, remember, it is a great day. You continue to make it your own kind of special and keep pushing those boundaries. And I'll see you all right here real soon. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you soon.